What's up, everybody? It's your boy P from Loud Pack Boxing. Happy holidays, everybody. I want to thank everybody for the well wishes and everything. I'm out of quarantine. I'm back in the game, COVID free. But anyway, today I want to just touch on a little different aspect of the fight game. Throughout boxing, we always had a lot of colorful trainers. you know, in boxing as well as fighters too, but some of the trainers have stood out, over time. Floyd Mayweather Sr. was a colorful one. Roger Mayweather, of course, probably one of the biggest ones out. Um, Danny Garcia's dad, Robert Garcia's dad, Sean Porter's dad. A lot of these guys are real big personalities, whatever, and it's all good. It adds to the whole fight experience. But today I want to kind of talk about one from my hometown that a lot of people probably don't know a lot about. That's Coach Calvin Ford. You know what I'm saying? Coach Calvin Ford, everybody knows him probably today for training featherweight champion Gervonta Tank Davis. You know what I'm saying? He's done a really good job with Gervonta. But Coach Calvin is definitely known in the streets of Baltimore as well. It's not just because of Tank Davis. But, it kind of all started. Well, not all started, but I'm going to start from this point. Coach Calvin, he was a lieutenant for the Borley Burroughs Drug Organization. You know what I'm saying? And during those times, the 80s, he did what he had to do, whether it was with his hands, knife, or a gun. You know what I'm saying? He had no qualms with enforcing, their section of West Baltimore that they kind of controlled back in the 80s. But in 1988, it all caught up with Coach, and he was convicted of racketeering and conspiracy, and they hit him with 10 years. During that stint in prison, that's where Coach Calvin learned how to box, or really was introduced to the fight game. You know what I'm saying? And when he came home, he began training kids in 1996. You know what I'm saying? And then later in the late 90s, they opened up the Upton Boxing Center where, Tank Davis, Truck Simpson, a lot of other guys have trained at now and have passed through. But anyway, Upton on Pennsylvania Avenue, a well-known street in Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know, it's well known for a lot of different reasons. I mean, a lot of people know it for the open air drug market. But it was a big street during the Renaissance periods to all of the legendary jazz singers and comedians frequenting Pennsylvania Avenue when they were in Baltimore. But anyway, it's a very infamous street, and that's where the Upton Boxing Center is located. So they're surrounded by an area that's pretty much hard living. This is not Baltimore County. This is in the heart of the city, and it's a lot of crime and drugs all around that area, which produces a certain type of individual. And Coach Calvin wanted to play his part in trying to change that. Give these kids an outlet for something, a better chance out here. You know what I'm saying? Something to focus that negative energy on besides the streets, which some of these kids, that's all they know. But he really was passionate about pouring his boxing knowledge and his time and working with helping these kids who wanted to learn the boxing game. But a lot of people don't know The Wire, you know, the HBO miniseries The Wire, the character Cutty was Coach Calvin Ford. You know what I'm saying? When Coach Calvin came home and actually cultivated a national amateur champion, he, you know, caught the attention of Ed Norton, who was a detective, and he was actually a detective who investigated Coach Calvin. But he reached out, and he was actually one of the creators of the HBO series, The Wire, and plugged Coach Calvin in for that particular role. It was based on his life, a guy who went to prison, and when he came home and realized how bad the streets had gotten, he had to find another way, and that's kind of what it was for Coach Calvin. I mean, Coach Calvin, I mean, he's lost a son in the game, a ton of friends. It's just anybody from Baltimore, we all pretty much got the same story. We connected to somebody some type of way and have been affected by the violence and the drugs in the city. So, you know, it's no different. In the 80s, it was probably at its peak in certain ways, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's where the character Cuddy came from. You know what I'm saying? He was actually based right around Coach Calvin, and Coach Calvin directly impacted that role, cultivating that role of Cuddy. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to bring that up. A lot of people probably didn't know that, but yeah, that's that's all Coach Calvin. But you know, up to today, you know, now he has the featherweight champion of the world, Gervonta Tank Davis, who definitely is doing his thing, doing very well in the boxing game, and definitely an inspiration to the youth in the city. It's just a testament to Coach Calvin's hard work and him being dedicated to, you know, making a change. He's been commended by the mayor of the city and other city officials who really recognize the work that he's doing in the city. You know, pre-Tank Davis, but you know that happens to be one of his biggest stars right now. But he has a lineup coming up. Like I say, Truck Simpson is another name that's probably up next or whatever. So he's got a lot of big things coming up for the Upton Gym, you know, Pennsylvania Avenue in Baltimore, Maryland. But like I said, man, you know, that's my hometown, so I'm gonna always shine light on that city whenever I can, and you know, from my point of view, the boxing, you know, point of view or whatever. But that's all I really got. I just wanted to hop in and do a little excerpt on you know, Coach Calvin Ford. You know, he got his own story. It's not just Tank Davis. It's, you know, Coach Calvin was in the streets and people really know him and, you know, got respect for what he did in the streets and what he's doing now. So like I said, I just wanted to touch on that a little bit. Y'all like the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell. My Cash App will be in the description if you want to support. If not, that's cool too. But that's all I really got, man. Like I say, y'all hop in the comments. Let me know if y'all got any additional information on Coach Calvin, any stories on Coach Calvin. What do y'all think about the job he's done with Tank Davis? You know, but that's all I really got, man. It's your boy P. Y'all enjoy y'all day, and I'm out.